If you are a beginner and you just start playing Legion TD, or you want to improve your overall gameplay, here are 12 tips you should consider when you are playing this custom map. But before going forward, make sure you subscribe to our channel for more content like this. Also, when me and Khan decided to play, most of the time we do it live on stream. So make sure to keep an eye on this channel to see us live in action. Now let's begin with tip number 1. Never build your towers in the middle. This is probably the most common mistake you can make. You may hold the first few levels, but after the enemy side starts sending, you will start leaking badly because the wave will surround your towers. You should always build close to the wall, this way you will always avoid being surrounded. Tip number 2. Not pushing wood enough. Pushing wood is the key to winning games in Legion TD. With wood, you can send more enemies to the other side. For example, a good wood push for level 7 should be between 10/4 and 10/6, and before level 10, you should have your wood around 10/7. Tip number 3. Building the slowing aura too early. The slowing aura is the most effective aura in the game, but it only becomes more effective after level 4. For the first few levels, you only need damage to make sure you clear the waves. But of course, you must prepare for level 5 too, because on level 5 the slowing aura is crucial, so if you somehow roll it on level 3 or 4, you can build it and upgrade to level 2 only when level 4 ends. Tip number 4. Always prepare with towers that are good versus level 3. Most of the players will send on level 3 if there is a leak on level 1 or 2. So if you manage to hold level 3, you will not give the opportunity to the other side to send again on level 4. Most of the games are decided on level 3, if a team leaked a lot. So be careful with that level. Tip number 5. The most effective type of armor in Legion TD is medium armor and fortified armor. The normal armor is bad versus levels 3 and 9. Here we won't count level 2, because without send, you may hold level 2 even with normal armor if you have enough damage. But normal armor can save you from leaking a lot on levels like 4, 5, 7, and 8, where most of the time you will face a send from the enemy team. Also, the fortified armor takes the most damage only from level 6, but that level is not as scary. So always have this type of armor in your front line. Tip number 6. Upgrading Lord of Death to Hades. Lord of Death is a top-tier tower, but it doesn't worth upgrading to Hades before level 6, because he is not very effective for level 4 and super bad for level 5. Unless you don't have any other option, upgrading Hades before level 6 is, in most cases, a waste of gold. Even after level 6, you can still keep him unupgraded because his golem has enough range to stay behind the front line without dying, and to do enough immolate damage. Tip number 7. The best towers right now in this version are Hellraiser and Greymane. If you are watching this video in this current version, 10.5b, you should know that they got buffed and they're the top tier tower right now. Always build them when you have the chance to roll them because they can make the difference between losing or winning a game. If you want to know all the changes that a new version produce, make sure to join the Team OZE Discord server to see the Changi log. Tip number 8. King's Spell. The best King spell is Shock Wave, because you can kill the enemy's chariots very fast. Immolation is the next King spell and is the next one in order as effective, and the worst King spell you can get is Stomp. Chariots can only be killed with Shock Wave, because this ability has a big range. Immolation and Stomp can't affect them. So, the point of this tip is that, every time you see that the King ability is not Wave, your team should always be aggressive and send to try to end the game before level 10. Tip number 9. Send values. In this tip, I am going to show you some good send values for specific levels. For level 3, a good send should have a value of around 700 or more. For level 4, should be around 1400 or more. For level 5, should be around 2500 or more. For level 7, should be more than 4500. For level 9 should be anywhere above 8500 value. And for level 10, most of the time even the same value as level 9 is great or above. But all those scenarios are possible if players are leaking and a lot of time is spent during levels. But these values just can be higher or lower and can still work, so these are not strict numbers that you should always consider. Tip number 10. Building auras. I have seen a lot of players building auras since level 1. Auras like damage aura, attack speed aura, or the damage return aura. Like the slowing aura, they are not that effective from the first few levels, and you should focus on damage rather than aura. Players that build them are scared that they won't get them in the next levels. Even if you don't get a specific aura that you need, you still have time to get them in future levels. Or you can just build the aura that you need from the fountain. Tip number 11. Too many unupgraded towers. Having too many towers unupgraded is a very common mistake that beginner players are doing. You are losing value like that, and there is a big chance to leak before having time to upgrade that towers. For the first few levels, it is fine to have like 1 or 2 towers unupgraded, and some of them may work even like that. Towers like Lord of Death, Bottom Feeder, Aqua Spirit, or Gate Guards can work for the first levels. But after that, you have to upgrade them or you are losing too much value. To give you an example, this player had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 towers unupgraded before level 4 started. This player is preparing for level 5, that's fine, but if the enemy's team decides to send on level 4, he will leak a lot and he won't have enough gold to upgrade all his units for level 5. And the last tip is number 12. Did you know that there are towers that will focus more on champions and the send? Towers like Fire Archer, Revenant, Zeus, Machine Robot, War Machine, and Necrolite will prioritize most of the time the champion if one is called, and the incoming send. You should always have towers like this in your back line, so you can be more efficient in cleaning the wave. Hope you enjoyed this type of video, and hope you can learn more from us. We are thinking to make more videos like this in the future. If you find them useful, please leave a comment in the comment section below to see your opinion. Also, keep in mind that these types of videos are focused on PRCMix 3 and PRCCX3 modes, and not all of these types may work the same with other modes. The background image from the thumbnail and the orc were made using an AI art generator. What do you think about it? Do you like it or not? Thanks so much for watching and see you in the game.